What's up, Isaiah AC? What's going on with you?
What's good, brother Josh? This class, it's definitely an emotional class.
Yeah.
Um, Question I had before I came up here, it wasn't about the class, but I'm gonna ask a question to kind of go with it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you mentioned your opinion on this before, but I'm gonna like ask again just for like a refresher. In the event that a woman, like, say she's about to have the baby, like she's in the hospital, but like the doctors are saying she's gonna die, should the baby be aborted to save her life, or should she die and the baby be born?
In nature, if a mama bear and a papa bear are starving, you know what they do to the cub?
They eat it.
They eat it. You know why? Because if they starve, the cub dies anyway because nobody can take care of it. And they can always have another cub. In the event where you're in a moral dilemma where you have to choose between the woman or the baby, you pick your wife because your wife can possibly recover and have another child. You're not murdering the baby in that sense because you're not doing it out of selfishness and you're not doing it out of malicious intent. You're in a situation where you can only choose one life or the other. Even in ancient Israel, they were eating their own babies after the babies were born during great times of famine. So they chose, and God said that would happen to them for their sins. He said that's what you're going to do. That's what He pronounced on them, right? So in an event like that, if you can only save one, you save the mother. But you're not murdering the child in that sense because that child's gonna die anyway if the doctor don't get involved. Only difference is both the mother and the child's gonna die. So in a situation where both are doomed if the doctor doesn't do something, then you try to save one. If you can't save both, you try to save one, right? And in a case like that, you save the mother. But that's not murder right there. You understand what I'm saying? Because the child's dying anyway. You understand the difference?
Yeah, I understand it.
Right? Because that'll be the only time if you're in a situation where you can only save the mother or the child. That means if you just stand back and the doctor does nothing, that baby's gonna die anyway. Because even if the mother dies before the baby, if the doctor does nothing, then the baby's gonna die eventually anyway because it's just gonna be inside the mother and it's eventually gonna die. Right? So in a situation right there where both are doomed if nobody does nothing, then you save the one that you can. You save the mother. And then you bury that baby and you try to have another child with your wife.
Okay.
Right?
In the situation with Israel, like when they ate their babies, was that okay?
Well, the Bible never says that they were wrongs per se for doing that because they was in a drastic situation. He just said that there will be a punishment that he will put upon them. That was part of a punishment. See, over here, we've been hungry before, but none of us has ever faced starvation. Y'all have no idea. Starvation is like one of the top 5 worst ways to die, where somebody just starved to death. You have no idea what you would do if you were actually facing starvation. Like, seriously, right? So I can understand that because I've read articles and stuff, and I got a whole book that I bought on this stuff about cannibalism and stuff, right? You would be surprised what you would do if you were facing starvation, like the hunger pains, the delirium, all of that stuff, right? That's why animals will do it. But animals have to be literally on the brink of death before they go that far. And they're like, yo, we got to preserve. So in a situation with the children of Israel, that's what they did. They were eating their babies. They had nothing else to eat. That's messed up, ain't it? Just pray you never have to get put in that situation. That makes sense?
Yeah, I was thinking about my baby cousin. I couldn't imagine that.
Right? And I ain't gonna lie, some of these little babies I be seeing on the internet, these little chubby legs and stuff, y'all better not ever get stuck on an island with Brother Josh and ain't nothing to eat. Look like a little turkey leg. Y'all see them little chubby little babies? Be like, yo, y'all better hope they rescue us real soon. Y'all know I'm just playing, but y'all know, because when I see little cute babies and they have them little fat legs, I just be biting on their legs, playing with them anyway. I'm gonna eat your leg. I just do it to my son. You do it to his sister. You know what I'm saying? You know, but some of these babies, I'm like, hey, you looking kind of juicy. You know what I'm saying? They look like a drumstick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kidding around, but you know what I'm talking about. I just hope we never be in a situation that's an awful situation to be in. And there are people in the world who are still doing this today. They're facing starvation. They have to eat their kids. I got a whole class on this. I might do it again.